especially the kids that are from 12 to 18. Oh, they think they're so smart, they know, and you're dumb and all of this. Cut it.
Actually, ma'am, I joined with your account, which I mean, I'm just trying to improve myself. Also, I'm just getting some advice from you, from all the teachers. How can I do well in my side? I mean, as you, because I'm teaching my student to improving their speaking English. Maximum student, they can understand very well, but when they want to say something from their mind, from their mouth, that time they are feeling sigh and some hesitation. They are thinking that if I say something, it could be wrong. So that's why I don't want to say. So this way they cannot say, they cannot speak in English very well. Overall, they
Well,
have no confidence.
well, I have been teaching maybe since before you were born.
Oh
And
my
it,
God! Thank you, mom.
and in my experience,
Yeah.
uh, in teaching, they're called reluctant students. You have to, before you can teach them anything, you must give them the confidence. The teacher must give the student the confidence that they can do it, that they can learn. And I always have told my students
Hmm.
um, all the time, I tell my students, no question is a dumb question. No question is a dumb question. And I tell my students that the person that raises their hand and asks a question is very brave. And that person wants to learn.
Exactly,
Because,
ma'am.
uh, and so if you keep telling them this every day,
Hmm.
they will have the confidence.
Yeah, of course.
And the minute that uh, someone makes a mistake and the other children are laughing, I stop that.
Yeah,
I,
exactly, ma'am. Exactly.
I stopped it and I said, I would say, this student, I tell them, this student wants to learn and he is not afraid to make a mistake. And you have to tell them, you have to keep telling them, if you make a mistake, it is okay. No one in this world does everything perfectly. No one in this world does anything perfectly. And when I have a new class of students, I do this for 2 to 3 months, for 90 days, every day, every day, because I am training them how to think and I am training them that in this world you are supposed to make mistakes. And if you make it, you make it. And I'm teaching the students that it's okay to make a mistake. So when I have a new group of kids, uh, uh, and I don't care. I have taught at university for several years. I've taught in high school, in middle school, in elementary, and I tell them the same thing, especially the kids that are from 12 to 18. Oh, they think they're so smart, they know, and you're dumb, and all of this.
It's
Cut it.
teenage is very, I mean,
Yeah,
have
you
it's very important things. Yeah.
you
They
have to
have to
cut it.
determine. Yeah.
You have to cut it immediately. And uh, after doing this every day for 90 days, they change. The student change. And now what happens is if a student makes a mistake and someone is laughing, the other students will say, you're not supposed to laugh. You are not supposed to do that. that person's trying to learn. And I don't have to say it anymore. They jump on the student. But it's up to the teacher. You as the teacher have to put the rules. And every day you tell them it's okay to make a mistake. It's fine if you don't understand, raise your hand. Because if you don't understand something, maybe somebody else in the class does not want to raise their hand because they're scared that somebody's going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
And so what I do, I train them 90 days like that. First thing in the morning, first thing in the morning, I tell them, and they understand. And after 90 days, nobody's laughing. And if there's somebody laughing, it's one kid that he's off. But the rest of the class, they will not. They
You're
will
right.
not. But you have to be, it is up to the teacher. You control the class. You control the environment in the class. Don't let the students control you. I have taught many teachers, and when I walk into some of those classrooms, some of those teachers do not have control of the students.
Yeah.
They scream, they holler, they play, they throw papers, they be quiet because the teacher did not take control of the behavior of the classroom. And there will always be one student that he will try you, that he will say, "No, I don't have to do what you say." You know what I do with that student? I take him out the classroom door and I tell him in private, if you don't want to learn, keep your mouth closed and don't bother any students.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay. Did you give them any those who are uh, misbehavior in this during this class? Did you give them any punishment, ma'am?
I don't have to because I tell them in the beginning, in the very first time I see them,
Wow.
these are the rules of my class. These are my expectations, and I will write it down. Okay?
Yeah.
And I will tell them these are the rules. And I tell them, if you decide not to follow these rules, you will pay the consequences and you're not going to like it. And I tell them, what are the consequences? I tell them, first time you break the rules, I'll give you a warning. Second time you break the rules, I will give you another warning. On the third time, I'm going to take you out of the classroom and I am going to call your parents and tell them your misbehavior and that you don't want to follow directions and you don't want to listen to me. And I will take you to the office of the principal. I don't know if you have a principal, the director of the school,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Principal
tell,
and headmaster.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I will take you to the director, and the director will call your parents.
In fact.
I tell them this the first day of school.
Wow.
And then I remind them every day. I remind them. And I also tell them, if you behave, you do your work, you follow directions, I am going to reward you. And this is how I reward you.